Good morning. It is Jane Odom from the AAC Language Lab for our daily tip. And today we're going to have a little bit of fun with Mr. Potato Head. So I have some really good AAC friends. We have an amazing community here with folks that are supporting kids that are learning to use AAC devices. And it's a very small community. So a lot of us know each other. We go to the same conferences, we attend the same trainings, we're in the same social media groups. So when Jean and Maggie said to me, hey, we have some extra time, we're home now, do you need any help with the language lab? I was like, absolutely. So how about writing me a lesson plan? So lesson plans aren't just one activity. Lesson plans are based on, and hello Jean is here today. So it's based on multiple activities, so it can be a bit challenging. But Jean and Maggie, they stepped up and they're like, we're gonna help you and we're gonna come up with something fun. So we're gonna talk today about the lesson plan that Jean and Maggie came up with for Mr. Potato Head. So this is my Mr. Potato Head, and I used to have this really good one, and I don't know, I must have given it away because I had been at Downtown Disney and I got all the parts that he had, all kinds of Star Wars stuff, and I, for the life of me, cannot find him. So this was the Wall of the Mart Mr. Potato Head. So he's not as exciting, but so what you can do when you're playing with Mr. Potato Head with your student is, as you're taking things off, you can have them tell you to put it on. You can place it in weird places and have the student comment on that, no, not that, that's wrong. So there's lots of really fun language that you can use while playing with a Mr. or Mrs. Potato Head. And so there's a lot of examples that are on the lesson plan itself, and then you can create your own. So you can make your own scripts up. You can play with Mr. Potato Head a gazillion different ways. So it's really, we've given you some basic guidelines, but go crazy with it. So once you're done with Mr. Potato Head, we have a nice fun game for matching body parts. So we can talk about core vocabulary for Mr. Potato Head, like put it on, take it off, I like it, I don't like it, no, not that. And then we can play this is the game where you cut these out, you turn them all over, and you have to make a match. And so now you can work on words like, oh, I got it, that's right, no, not that one, whatever you want to do. And you can also talk about the different body parts. So maybe we talk about the nose. What does the nose do? What do you smell? Oh, I smell my brother. Yeah, I always, you can have a lot of fun with this. And so we talk about that repetition with variety and playing one simple game a variety of different ways. And so this is one of those that you can do that with. All right. And then as we move on, we have an amazing book that they wrote called Potato Problems, because Mr. Potato Head has a lot of problems. And so these pictures are absolutely adorable. So they had lots of fun with, here is, oh no, he has no nose. Put it on. And then you look at the next picture, oh no, he has no eyes. And then we put it on. And so the whole story is based around all the body parts that poor Mr. Potato Head is missing. So again, lots of fun, lots of great language. The illustrations are wonderful. And then we move down through the lesson plan, and it comes up to a really, oh, and by the way, Maggie has done all of these materials in Spanish as well. So you have a fully bilingual lesson plan, so you can play these games in English, you can also play them in Spanish, which is really, really nice. There is a writing template. So again, ridiculously super simple. So there is a very funny picture of a Mr. Potato Head, and it just is simply he is. And what's nice about writing is you can have some brainstorming ahead of time where you come up with all kinds of ideas of possible things that could be said, and then the student can go in and choose one of those. But you can, do the obvious, but you can also do some really fun ones as well. So he is. So he's got a big smile, so maybe he is happy, or maybe he is looking for his friend. I mean, you can do this a million ways. And then we move on, and now she is, look at that Mrs. Potato Head. She looks like she's a construction worker. So you could do all kinds of identification that way, or maybe places that she is standing. Where do you think she is? She's wearing that hat. Is she in a building? Is she at work? And so you can go through and just use this writing template a variety of different ways. Again, repetition with variety. So you're taking one activity and you can do it multiple different ways, all right? Lots of fun. And then they have the best activity, and I really wish that my kitchen was stocked right now. My kitchen, I have like, I did terrible shopping for this quarantine. So, I have no potatoes, but you can take a potato if you are a much smarter shopper and not me, and you can make your literal Mr. Potato Head with things that you can find in the house. So maybe you have some blueberries for eyes, or maybe you have buttons, or whatever you can find around the house. And I guarantee the giggles will start, the kids will be super excited, and they'll be using their device to kind of make their own virtual, real-life Mr. Potato Head, which would be really fun. So there is a photograph of what they made that's included with the lesson plan. So I would totally have loved to have done that live right now. I think it's like such a fun idea. And then finally, there is 2 versions of the spinner. So we have the English version and again the Spanish version. Thank you, Maggie. And now you simply spin the dial and you land on one of these body parts, and then it tells you what sense it is. So hearing is the ear. And so you can say like, okay, what body part do you hear with? Or you can say, what do you hear? Well, it's really quiet in my neighborhood right now, so I am hearing the birds singing now. I'm hearing the javelina snorting in my yard. Actually, yesterday, there is a ranch behind me and baby goats were born. So maybe I could hear the baby goats as they're, yelling for their mom. So again, you can turn this around and just have a lot of fun with this. And again, play it a variety of different ways. And then Sherry's like, Mr. Potato Head's one of my favorite therapy tools. Absolutely. And I'm sure all of us in our bag of tricks have a Mr. Potato Head or Mrs. Potato Head somewhere. All right. So check it out. So the Language Lab link to the lesson is included in the video that was just posted. And then that's actually a stage 2 lesson plan. So if you go into stage 2 under directing activities, that is where you will find this. Okay, lots of great ideas. So you can, leave us feedback, what you think. I will be sure to pass that on to Jean and Maggie because they did such a great job with this one.